This is your retake ticket for Power Assignment 4.2. As a way to go through explanations, the answers are on the back here, and also the things that you need to do to be able to retake this, but this includes the explanations. Okay, so I'm going to go through just kind of quickly through each of the problems. Pause it, replay it if it's too fast. Name the minor arc made by the given angle. So this is angle IQJ. So if you highlight the angle, the minor arc is the short distance, and you need to make the arc symbol. So if the question had asked for the major arc here, the same letters would be at the start and the end, and then you need the letter in between. So it didn't ask for the major, but it could have asked for that, and so just making sure you know how to do both. Second one, name the major arc for angle 2. So there is angle 2. So the major arc would be going the long way around, so either UST or TUS, the order of the, or TSU, the order doesn't matter of those two letters there. If it would have asked for a minor arc, it would have just been TU, but it asked for the major. Okay, symbol is the arc, no little m for measurement. Find the measure of the arc or central angle indicated. So assume the lines that appear to be diameters are diameters. So arc CA. We are finding this right here. A lot of you found the missing parts but didn't actually answer the final question. So we need to know 60 plus 79 plus this angle equal 180. So if you take 180 minus 60 and 79, you get 41. And then 60 plus 41 plus this angle equals 180. Again, so that's 101. 180 minus 101, which is 79. Now you can answer the question. Arc CA equals 41 plus 79. That's how you get your final answer. So don't just fill in the blanks and think that's what you're solving for. Read the question. Go back and read it. The measure of arc XYV. Again, I'm going to mark XYV on here. So that I remember that's what I'm finding. I'm not finding all the little parts. I'm going to see if I know enough. So this one I know what I have to add together. So I'm going to add 90 for the first, plus 45, plus 110. Keep solving here. On this problem, and it's a little different on the original quiz, but on all of these, you're solving to find either all the way around the circle or halfway around the circle. So this one, we know this is 145 and this is 130. So if you take 360 minus that, so basically 360 minus 275, you get 85. That is not the answer. 85 is right there. That's this angle. So depending on what this problem is asking, we know all the inside and all the outside, they are the same. This one doesn't even matter the outside. The arc is the same as its central angle. If you find two things that are equal, set them equal to each other. Don't always just put them equal to 180. Solve that from there. You can finish the problem. Pretty straightforward. Double 43, you get 86. Double 112, you get 224. Biggest mistake made on these is always doubling or always taking half, depending on what the question is. Okay, let's keep going here. So now we get to the inscribed angle problems that we did the code search for, and we used highlighters to figure out what angle we're talking about. So use that strategy. I didn't see a lot of highlighters on the quiz. So I'm going to highlight the inscribed angle because that is going to tell me what arc measure I know. So if you double 65, you get 130. Well, going around the circle, this is 90, this is 130. If you take 360 minus 130 minus 90, 360 minus 220 essentially, which is 140. So our arc is 140. That's what we're trying to find. 140 degrees. That not very much distraction there. When we get to number 9, though, there is some distraction. So highlight the arc and the inscribed angle, and we know that these are in a 2-to-1 relationship. You know those are 2-to-1. So what can we figure out? Well, cover up what you don't know. And let's see, get some of the distractions off of here. Now you're distracted because my hands look red because of this projector. 180 minus 72 is this right here. So that is 108. Sorry. 180 minus 102 is 78. These two add up to 180. It's a diameter. So our angle is half of the 78. These two are kind of challenge problems for you. Really given as almost like extra credit. If we have time for the video, I'll come back to it. But I took the quiz out of 14, and there were 15 possible. We're going to skip over those and come back to them. Okay, on inside, outside. So this one is inside. Write down the formula. The angle is half of arc plus arc. So in this case, question mark is our angle, and we have both arcs. So 55 and 195. Add them together, take half. It's not a fancy solver there. So 55 plus 195 is 250. So half of 250, 125. Okay, go to 13 on inside, outside. It's outside. So there's the angle. Here's the two arcs that we're talking about. So angle, I'm writing it with an equal sign, not just plugging stuff in. Angle equals half arc minus arc. So this time I know the angle. The angle is 50. I'm trying to find the big arc, so I'm going to call that x, and I know the little arc is 70. To solve this, I need to multiply both sides by 2. That will get rid of the 50. And the 2 times a half is 1. Add 70, x equals 170. Okay, we'll keep going here. Straightforward. Snuck in an inscribed angle in there, but it is on the circle. So it's half of 236. So if you want to follow the rule, the angle is half of the arc. So that's 118. This one is also on the circle. And in this case, we don't know the arc or the angle. So the angle is half of the arc is our formula. But we do know that this much is 190, so this arc has to be 360 minus 190, which is 170. So our arc here is 170. So the angle is half of 170, which is 85. Okay, quickly back to those two that are kind of extra credit type. Again, we did some things with extending. And when you extend 18x minus 1, the arc is double that. So it would be 36x minus 2. Now you have an equation, 36x minus 2 plus 72 plus 74 equals 360. Over here, same idea, a little more complicated. If we look at this as two different questions, if you extend this, that's 182, and then you could extend, and that gives you that lets you find this arc. But also, if you take 182, we're talking about this whole distance around here. I'm going to run out of time, so that's going to be